Barak, Ahaya, Alam, Shalom, Prayer. Welcome back to TRU-TALK. Sorry about the interruption. We're gonna pick back up. I guess we're gonna make this part two since we had a disruption, but start off at James 4. James chapter 4, verse 4. And I want y'all to let these words sink in. I want y'all to go back and I want y'all to read these chapters on y'all own. And if not only while we going through things, we need to read the scripture daily, but especially when we in a season of torment, a storm. That ain't the time to pick up your video games or just smoke and walk and do what you want to know. It's the time to pray, to fast, and to read those scriptures. Prepare for what you going through and what you will go through. Because trust, it's going to get worse. It's going to go from bad to worse before it get better. I'm telling you now. I'm not one of these church people that's going to come out here and say, oh, it's going to get better. The Most High going to change it around just like that. Because he's not. Before it gets better, it's going to get worse. And the Most High is going to test you to see if you really about what you say you about. You know how when you gangbang in the world, you know, I kind of look at serving the Most High as gangbanging as the same thing, just in a righteous way. Because, you know, it's blood in and blood out. And we in the blood covenant. It's blood in and blood out. You made a vow, a covenant. And it's rules that we live by. Not only that there are rules that we live by, but there's certain things that we don't do and certain people that we don't deal with. And yeah, we got the whole arbitrary. It's the whole world that's against us. And just like sometimes they may test you, they may say, you know what? Swing on partner. If you really got heart, swing on him. Just to see if you got heart. One of the OGs may tell you to swing on somebody. Or may tell you gotta put in some work to see if you certified, to see if you really about that. Because when times get hard and things pop off, nobody wants somebody that might run. Oh, before it's all said and done, the Father gonna know if you with him or not. Because he done been testing and put you through most stuff to know, are you really gonna last or are you not? Can you be a Job? Can you lose everything and rip your clothes off and give the Most High praise? When people tell you your kids died and everything you work from has been taken from you just like that. James 4, verse 4. Ye adulterers, and adulteries, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with Yah? Whoever therefore will be a friend of the world is an enemy of Yah. So if you even attempt to be a friend of this world, you an enemy of Yah. I mean, how can you be a friend with the foe? How can you hang with those that hate you and what you stand for? It's like a blood hanging with a crip. He hate everything about you, but you over there hanging with him. Even though we know that's not righteous, we know they are. That's brothers banging against brothers. That ain't nothing but color. But in this spiritual world, the other side is wicked against against righteous. It's real against fake. And that fake side, that wicked side got so many. Like I tell people all the time, man, these streets, like I see it so clear now since I'm out of these streets are wicked and they are fake. And for you to be in these streets, you gotta be wicked and fake. I didn't become a real nigga until I came out of the streets and started serving the Most High. Then I was able to be a real nigga. I wasn't, then you can trust me. I wouldn't steal from you and I'll really look out for you and go the extra mile for you. You know, shit that people used to do in the street, but when we do certain things like that in the street, people say, now that was some real shit, that was some real nigga shit. And every time they say something like that, when you look back, it was nothing but some righteous shit. Just a nigga just being righteous. Just being a stand up nigga doing what's right. Even when they say, oh, you know, you being a stand up nigga. It's about being right. It's about handling things in a righteous and good manner. So if you a gangster or a thug or a street nigga, you can't be real. We need to go back to being means with that. Remember when it used to mean something to be a man? To be called a man? Remember growing up as a young boy when you was young, before you was influenced by the streets? What you wanted to be? You wanted to grow up to be a man, not no thug, no gangster. Now me being from the streets, I can understand being a thug. Cause like Tupac said, you know, I'm not saying I'm a thug because I want to kill and rob and rape somebody. I'm saying I'm a thug because I came from the struggle. And that was my whole idea because I came from the struggle and I dress a certain way. And they labeled me as a thug and I consider myself as a thug. Not because I wanted to commit crimes, but because where I'm from. Where I was from and how I dress and my attitude, my swag. You know, this is, I'm hood because I'm from the hood. That's why I consider being a thug was just the same as just a young man from the hood. So, you know, but you can be a young man from the hood and be righteous. But if you trying to be a street nigga or a gangster, then you can't be real. You know, they don't tell you that, but that's the truth, man. That's why in these streets you gonna have all these emotions. Ain't nobody gonna be real with you. You gonna be trying to fake it until you make it. But we not a friend of the world. You know, people that stab you in your back, set you up. How many stories we hear about that? Know of that. Friends killing friends. People getting their homeboy girls pregnant. People go to jail and just because nobody is real when you live that type of lifestyle. But when you around righteous brother, it's gonna hold you accountable. It's gonna be honest with you, tell you the truth. Now you around some real niggas. Now you can say when you able to look at yourself and realize you been fake and realize the flaws in you and try to change to be a better man, a better person. Now you can consider yourself a real nigga or a real Hebrew. But we can't love this world, family. Because if you love this world, then you ain't gonna love the Most High, and you gonna be the enemy of the Most High. Can't have it both ways. See, you got here, you loving this world, and you got the best jobs, you getting paid, you getting laid, you just enjoying yourself. You P Diddy, you Puffy, taking trips. Yeah, all that sound good to be Puff Daddy, but think about his end. Do you want to be where Puff Daddy go if he don't repent when it's all over? For this little short little bit of time of pleasure? Nah, this world is our enemy. When we go to work, people around us in this job is our enemy. When we go out to the grocery stores to shop, we surrounded by enemies. We on enemy ground. That's why the apostles wrote about putting on the whole armor. Because we at war. That's what y'all need to understand in this walk. In this walk, it's not going to be easy. The world is against you. You ain't going to like the world. You going to be tempted. And you going to have to put on your whole armor and endure in this walk. And just as you see on the picture, this walk is lonely, it's lonely, it's dangerous, it's a narrow path. This walk. Are you able to handle this walk? Only a few. That's why he say, many are called, but only a few are chosen. Oh yeah, you gotta be built for this. This walk. Nah, it ain't Christianity. It ain't religion. It's serving the Most High Yah. You in the field for real. Are you ready to be rejected by your loved ones and family? Are you ready to lose jobs and money and opportunity? Are you ready to stand on what's right? Pick up your cross and carry it, even when nobody else gonna understand. Yeah, walk your walk. Talk that talk, but when you talk that talk, walk that walk. Righteous man. Because you gonna endure and go through some things. Let me finish reading this. It said, verse 5, do you think that the scriptures say in vain that the spirit in us lusts to envy? That ruah in us. Look, that ruah, it ain't playing. It ain't sharing the house with everybody. That's why that ruah, you can disturb, and that ruah can leave you quick. It said, but he give more grace. Therefore he say, Yah resist the proud, but give grace to the humble. Submit yourself, therefore, before Yah. It says, submit yourself, therefore, before Yah. Yah resist the proud, but he give grace to the humble. You gotta humble yourself. Be able to take losses. It's not about you. It's this journey you on. It's bigger than you. People gotta see if you really about what you about, and you gotta go through that fire to see the Father is really about what He about. So submit yourself to Him. Resist the devil, and he will flee. Draw near to Yah, and He will draw near to you. Clean your hands, you sinner, and purify your heart, you double-minded. Get that right. Clean your hands. Straighten up. Look at yourself. When you go through, even if you ain't going through trouble, we should be examining ourselves daily. But especially when you're going through something, you should be looking at what is the Most High not pleased with. What do I need to change? What do I need to get better at? Let me stop doubting Him. Let me stop being double-minded. Because a lot of times we'll trust the Most High until things start to go wrong. Then we start to be doubtful and double-minded. Nah, what's that faith you had before all this trouble started? Nah, don't be double-minded. We don't need double-minded people around here. We don't need two-faced. Can't make up your mind. One day you with us, the next day you not, depending on the weather. Nah, you gotta be solid. I need to know you're gonna be here. It says, be afflicted and mourn and weep. Let your laughter turn into mourning and your joy turn into heaviness. See, when you serve the Most High, you can't just go out and enjoy yourself like everybody else. Sometimes you gotta afflict yourself with restraining yourself from certain things that you used to or want to do. Sometimes you gotta moan and weep, cause yourself to moan and weep instead of laugh and enjoy it. Say, nah, I can be out there having a good time doing this and that, but nah, I'm gonna stay here, I'm gonna suffer and endure. Because I know there's something greater coming out of this. Because I know who I serve. Because I've been changed. See, people don't understand that's part of the fruits of the Spirit. Long suffering. Long suffering with ourselves, with desires, and with other people. He goes on to say, humble yourself in the sight of Yahweh. No, it didn't say it. Go ahead. It said, humble yourself in the sight of Yahweh. Yeah, my bad. It said, humble yourself in the sight of Yahweh, and He shall lift you up. Speak not evil of one another, brothers. I'm going to stop right there. He said, humble yourself in His sight, and He'll lift you up. Sometimes we humble ourselves to our liking, but we got so much pride as men. There's certain things we won't say or do in front of people. Remember, it's in His sight, He's looking. Certain things we gotta do. Don't be too proud to beg or ask. Well, I ain't gonna say beg, but sometimes, yeah. Sometimes you can't be too proud to beg. A God-fearing man. What would a God-fearing man go through? Wouldn't it be easy for him? How about a prophet? Wouldn't life be all joyful and easy and the Most High just bless him with all that he wants? He ain't got to worry about nothing. Would a prophet want to die? Somebody that hear from the Most High, that serve the Most High, that do miracles for the Most High. Will he get so bad and down to the point he want to die? This how heavy this walk is. Let's hear about Elijah. Yeah, let's talk about Elijah. Let's go to 1 Kings chapter 19. And I'm going to start at verse 1. And Ahab told Jezebel all that Elijah has done, and behold how he had slain all the prophets with the sword. Then Jezebel sent a message to Elijah, saying, So let the gods do so to me, and more also, if I make not thy life as the life of one of them by tomorrow about this time. And when he saw that, he rose and he went for his life. Now this is a prophet, a man of Yah, that just got through doing a great miracle for the Most High. And he's running from his life? Running for his life? What? And he came to Bathsheba, which belonged to Judah, and he left his servants there. Verse 4, But he himself went a day's journey into the wilderness, and came and sat down under a junius tree, and he was crying for himself that he might die, and said, It is enough, O Yahweh, take my life, take away my life, for I am no better than my fathers. Wow, this is a prophet talking, a man of Yah that just made fire, that Yah made fire rain down from the sky through him. But here he is, running from his life, and he having so much trouble and trials in his life that he says to the Most High, It's enough. Just take my life away. I'm no better than my fathers. I can't do this. I don't feel like I'm righteous enough. I don't feel like I'm holy enough. The man said he was no better than his fathers. And this is a prophet of the Most High that we reading about. How humble was he before the Most High? I wonder, did he know he'll be the prophet that he is today that we reading about? And we humble ourselves like that and realize that we know better than our fathers. We just got the Most High favor, that we just trying to do right and live right, and that we should do our best every day. Should make us try our best every day to do it right, because we know how much the Father loves us. They're giving us leeway. How about when it comes to, let's go to 1 Kings chapter 17. And let's read about a man of Yah that was struggling so bad that he had to ask a widow that didn't even have enough to feed herself for something to eat. Look how he had to humble himself before Yah and be humble as a man of Yah. Read this. We coming from verse 17. It said, And it came to pass while the brooks dried up because there have been no rain in the land. And I think we still reading about Elijah. Or maybe Elijah. I think it might still be Elijah. And the word of Yahuwah came to him, saying, Arise, and take thee to Zarephath, which belonged to Zion, and dwell there. Behold, I have committed a widow woman there to sustain you. So the father tell this man, go to this widow woman. She gonna sustain you. So when he go to this widow woman, let's see what state she's in. So he rose and he went to Zarephath. And when he came to the gate of the city, behold, the widow woman was there gathering up sticks. And he called to her and said, Fetch me, I pray thee, a little water in a vessel, that I might drink. And as she was going to fetch it, he called to her and said, Bring me, I pray thee, a morsel of bread in thy hand. And she said, As Yahweh our Elohim lived, I have not a cake, but a handful of meal in a barley, and a little oil in a cruse. And behold, I am gathering 2 sticks, that I may go in and dress it for me and my son, that we may eat and die. Stop right there. He's asking a poor widow for some bread. This is a man of Yah, a servant of Yah. This is the life that he living, that the Most High sent him to a poor widow to ask for something to eat. What if he say, you know what, I'm not doing this. This lady don't have enough to feed herself. Forget it. But he humbled himself before the Most High and was obedient. And him and that lady was blessed because of it. But this was a life of a righteous man, where he had to go and ask a poor widow for something to eat. This was a prophet. And you know, I wish I was a prophet. I pray that the Most High allow me to be a prophet. And I know that we all prophet when we talk about the Messiah and his coming. And that's in itself is prophecy. But to be able to hear from the Most High, but guess what? He was a man, and he still suffered and was humble and had to be humble and had to walk that walk like many of us that's on this walk is walking and gonna have to continue to walk in the door. Cause ain't nothing on the other side. We already know this world is coming to an end. It's gonna take its time, but it's coming to an end. And as the scripture says, the wicked is gonna get wickeder, and the righteous gonna remain righteous. So soldiers, remain righteous. Put on your armor. This is that walk. We're gonna have to walk it how we talk it. We're gonna have to walk it how we talk it. It's not easy, but you must endure to the end. Know that the Father is putting your feet to that fire, and you deserve to get him better. To those that looking at you. You deserve to give them better, to let them know you're not gonna crack, that you gonna trust the Most High. That they may know the Most High can be trusted. Till next time, Shalom.